Hi, I'm Krzysztof, also known as Christopher Woderf. I'm leader and founder of Batushka, and you are watching Over Music. It was in March 2015. I just started recording new music in my studio. I wanted to try to combine two styles together and see how it would sound. I gained momentum and made a whole album. I started to compose around 2015-2016 and music was almost ready at the end of 2017, but without the vocals. I started recording them 1 year later. I want to let people discover and interpret them by themselves, so I don't make them public. Sometimes I read online interpretation published by people who attempt to do this, and this interpretation can be really surprising. The term panihida is well known in Eastern Podlasie, where I live, because it's a traditional memorial service in the Eastern Orthodox Church. So whenever someone dies, you can hear or read on the bulletin boards when panihida for the deceased is going to be served. My painting, my version of the Orthodox icon. It's an important part of the Eastern Orthodox, you know. I don't want to spoil your fun, so I won't say what's in there, what this picture shows. I made it in an analog way with brushes, tempera mixed with eggs, chalk powder, bone glue, canvas and wood. That's all what I can say about it. It's a difficult question. It depends on my mood. Right now I think I don't have any. Maybe I avoid music. There are many things that distract me from listening to music. Usually there are things, not exactly music, but in the envelope around the creator. I like when someone is out of the box, does something different. But it's hard for me to find something that would be not obvious, but also musical. I'm not the type of a person who would start listening bands and album I like or love. I often like only a few short fragments of the whole discography, you know, drum parts or vocal or, I don't know, guitar sound. Sometimes I like how someone sung live, but also hate their sound on studio version because of modern plastic production with sampled MIDI drums, etc. It would be such a long story if I would have to explain it in details. I'm a DIY guy, a self-made man. I wanted to go to music school as a kid. I even learned some songs for the exam, but finally I didn't take this exam. Maybe I was unsure of my willingness or my skills, or I was just lazy. This idea was a twin sister to the very decision to develop my music project. Everything had to be consistent with it. That particular image fits well, because Orthodox monks have or had been wearing that kind of robe for a long time. Yes, I made everything by myself in my studio and I kept it a secret, so not even my guests couldn't know what they would do there, as I didn't send them anything, no lyrics, no demos, no unfinished version of what I did. They just came, recorded what I told them to record, and then after a few days I let them hear the results in my car or in my studio here. Liturgia is a word close to liturgy, and Ectinia means litany, but with lyrics. As I said before, I don't want to spoil your fun. It's up to you. It's all up to you. It's my painting too, done the same way as the Panihida album cover, also my version of the Orthodox icon. It's up to you too, what you can see there and how you respond to it. I didn't care about people's opinions, so now I did what I wanted to do. Censorship is no longer enforced in Poland. I haven't signed any contracts with anyone, so I'm still independent and I'm free to do and use whatever I want. It's not a typical band with regular rehearsal in which we could compose together. It's still more like a solo project, so I compose everything and then record that music alone, usually at night. Currently I'm working in my studios on some new music for different projects, so who knows. Empty songs don't for now. I would prefer more honest people with more backbone, neither uttering outright falsehoods nor moral hypocrites. Yeah, I'm open for collaboration. I did some unreleased yet, but I like to not promote it by spamming with my name. Having fun during the recording process is enough for me. Gods had problems with Belarus, but it was almost the same time in 2016, a day or two after the Russian show. But as we can see now, they unfortunately have a mentally handicapped government there, so in this context it is pretty understandable. I planned it, but the whole pandemic situation crossed some of my plans. I ruined my health a bit that time, but who knows. Batushka was released by my Osmo label, so independently. It's unfortunately more work to do, so sometimes I have to neglect one thing in order to be able to focus on and do other things. But you know, sometimes you need to lose the quid to find a fever. I talked with some labels here, but everyone wanted me to wait before releasing my material, so I'm so glad now I didn't wait then. No lyrics video. But seriously, don't expect anything. Make music just for your passion, pleasure and fun, not for the profits and fame. Thank you over music for having me here. It was a pleasure talking to you. Hope to meet you at our shows.